Scenario 6, Where Doom Awaits. You awaken to the sound of screeching. Fearing the worst, you grab your equipment and head out into the streets of Dunwich. As soon as you step outside, you sense a foulness in the cold night air, an awful, pungent smell that can scarcely be described, and a heaviness to the atmosphere that makes it difficult to breathe. The citizens of Dunwich have sealed their doors, and the town feels quiet and lonesome. In the distance, a faint glow emanates from a hilltop above the village. You know of this hill from both your interaction with Zebulon and Armitage's records. It is called Sentinel Hill. The tales speak of satanic rites being performed there, rites in which great ritual pyres light up the night sky while the ground rumbles furiously below. Flocks of whippoorwills perch on the rooftops of the village around you, watching ominously as you climb inside Zebulon's old and beat-up truck. As you drive toward Sentinel Hill, more screeching fills the sky with an awful pitch that is painful to your ears. Everything you have read about and experienced in Dunwich has led to this. If the foul ritual Seth seeks to perform has anything to do with what Armitage and his colleagues prevented several months back, it involves the favor of an ancient creature, Yog-Sothoth. Failing to stop this ritual may spell doom, not only Dunwich, but for the entire world. Hey everybody, it's Pax. Continuing on the campaign play-along with Where Doom Awaits, Return to Dunwich Legacy. I've already kind of done most of the setup off camera here. I'll pull up my decks really quick. It's a really quick upgrade because I only got like 2 XP or 3 XP. So for Skids, he's just taking a Guts out and adding in an emergency cash and a manual dexterity, upgrading manual dexterity. And for Gloria, she was removing a Guts and adding a Guts. So that's that. Oh, and they also, I guess they got that weakness last scenario. So I've done the return to stuff. Sets that aside. Based on my difficulty level, I add a -5 to the bag here. So there's that. And I've set up the act as well. For each brood that escaped into the wild, I add a doom. So 1, 2, 3. We didn't put Silas out of his misery, so we don't spawn a conglomeration of spheres, but I believe these get shuffled into the deck. Is that true? Yeah, shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build it. So I think this still goes in. Oh my god, 47, look at that. So we're going to have a long ways to go. I did my opening hands here, but I didn't do the mulligans yet. So, I definitely don't need 2 Daring Maneuver, and I don't need a Nimble early. A Backstab will be nice in case an enemy shows up. I'd really prefer a Beretta, but a Backstab will do. Especially with a manual dexterity. Okay, so good for Skids. Ruth's fine, but I just don't need her tremendously. The Ritual Candles, I'm planning on being high enough on tests that I shouldn't need it, and a shortcut is good, but Gloria has set up she needs to do. These will both help investigate, and this will help with economy, so we'll go with that. Oh, right, these go over here. Okay, so not a great hand for either of them. So we might get bogged down with enemies really early. Hopefully that's not the case. The agenda, calling forth the old ones. As you approach Sentinel Hill, you hear ancient Latin rites bellowed across the night. The time for action has come. If you cannot stop the sorcerers in Dunwich, who knows what terrors they might unleash upon the world. 3 to 12. Cut it out. The path to the hill. A vibrant, arcane energy fills the air with a bone-rattling chill. The energy swirls along the crushed trail before you and seeps down several other paths before disappearing. When the investigators have collected the requisite number of clues, they must immediately spend them in advance. 2 per investigator. So I need 4 clues total. I'm just going to do a quick double check of this. Yeah, okay. And I think we're good to go. The long slope of Sentinel Hill rises before you, cresting in the jagged edges of Sentinel Peak. Base of the hill, it's a 4-3. Connected to each copy of Diverging Pathways, which my decks are built over here. Forest, after you discover one or more clues from the base of the hill, spend those clues and put that many random set-aside diverging path locations into play. So you don't have to do the investigate, and you can resign if you want to. Oh yes, let's shuffle these away before we forget. Okay, so I think we're gonna do a setup turn. Skids is going to let's see. What's Skids gonna do? He's gonna pay 2 for a lucky cigarette case right off the bat. He's gonna gamble 1. Whoops. He's gonna gamble 1 with this. And I don't think he's gonna commit anything to it. We're just gonna give it a go. -4. Okay, we lose the buck. We'll play an emergency cash for 1, 2, 3, and we will draw a card. Of course. Then the turn ends and you take a direct horror. Idiot! Shouldn't have tried it. Let's try over here on Gloria Goldberg. You don't move to that location, do you? Put that many... Okay, so she just puts them into play. That's good. So she's going to play the Arcane Studies, which is going to... I know what those show up, but I'm going to continue to use this little solution over here. And then she is going to do an investigate here. 6, 8 against 4. -2. She'll gather 1 clue, which she must immediately spend to put a random set-aside diverging path location into play. And I'll just do this really quick. There we go. And draw a card from the perception. A ward of protection, not quite what I wanted. And then last action, she will also draw a card, which is a shriveling, which would have been nice to see a minute ago, but that's alright. 2 wards only for herself, because you don't get the multiplayer ward. That's okay. 4 out of 12 doom. And we'll draw over here on Skids first. Inexplicable cold. Test 4. For each point you fail by, you must either choose and discard 1 card from your play area or from your hand, or take 1 damage. There's a lot wrapped up in that one. I think I'll be committing a manual dexterity to this. It'll be 2 up. Okay, so we draw a card, and we'll use a cigarette case to look at the top 2 cards and choose one of them. We'll get the Beretta. Nice. That's great. Actually, that's pretty much exactly what I needed. Because the Beretta makes me a lot happier just letting Gloria do her thing. Did I forget to shuffle the deck? Let's check if I forgot to shuffle the deck. No, I didn't. Just 2 of them on the very top. Okay, well, she's going to cancel that. 1 and 1. Because there's no way she's testing 4. She will lose everything she has if she tests 4. Okay. I think what's going to happen, so that we're nice and prepared, is Gloria is going to play the Shriveling. And then clear Chronophobia off of Skids. We're just going to take our time, because I think we've got it. We've got plenty of time. 3 doom at the start wasn't too bad. Over on Skids, we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Beretta. There's the Beretta. And then we're going to draw a card. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. But we're going to gamble a buck again. -1, so we get 2 bucks. Let's see. I don't think that he's really super capable of grabbing these clues. And I think you need to move in like second action to most of these, because they either do a bad effect if it's your last action or if it's your first. Like a worse effect if it's your last, or a worse if it's your first, so it's better to like take the average. I'm not even sure if that's entirely true, or if it's just like you should do one of them that makes more sense. But now that they both have a means of fighting, I think it's okay to get some information, and we'll just gamble on the fact that this is... After you reveal this, lose the remainder of your actions and immediately end your turn. All right, sweet. That was a good gamble on that one. Sneak by and another arcane studies. That's going to be useful. 5 out of 12 doom. Devotee of the key. He spawns at the base of the hill. And for you, madam, this surges because we have no clues. Yep, that surges because we have no clues. And then Beyond the Veil, which I think is okay to just put on her. I don't think she's going to be drawing through a deck. Yeah, and then a Thrall. Spawn at the location with the most clues, so that does go on him. Okay. So, let's see. I guess we'll do skids first. Can I get all of these clues and leave and just leave her there? I think that's okay. I could try that. I could just shoot her. It's kind of what we have, right? So let's shoot her. We'll be 7 against 2. -1. That's 6 against 2, which kills her. We do succeed by 4, so we get to ready this and deal 3 damage instead of 2. And we will, I guess, are those if successful? Yeah, so we do this one first, technically. We'll look at the top 4 cards of his deck and add one of them to our hand. We'll take the quick thinking. And then that readies, I guess. If we're going to do it in the exact correct order. Let's... I wish I could have upgraded these at some point, because these would be a lot more useful if I had them upgraded right now. Let's investigate here, 3 against 3. I should have built a, you know what I'm going to do really quickly? I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to get my chaos bag down here. I normally don't do this on camera, but I'm having a hard time imagining where my odds are right now, because I tend to be a very visual person with this kind of stuff. So let's make a copy of this really quick. Are these altered locations? No, those are just the woods. So right now, we've got our successes, our zeros, our +1. You both get a +1 on that? Yes, you do, so that's nice and convenient. I don't remember who I got this from. I think this is... Was it Matastrophic that did this? He kind of had an article about, like, visualizing your skill tests. I want to say it was Matastrophic, and I'm going to feel bad if I'm giving credit to the wrong person there. Not bad for giving Matt credit, because Matt deserves a fair amount of credit. He's a really talented player, but for whoever else actually, like, if someone else actually created it, I'd feel kind of silly being like, oh yeah, Matt totally thought this up. Oh wow, he's really impressive. And it's actually Jimbo. So these are kind of tricky because I don't know what they're going to be, but I can only really evaluate based on this stuff here. So, what was I thinking again? I was thinking that I actually have a decent amount of the bag that is going to let me play a Look What I Found, right? Out of how many tokens was it again? 20? I've got 4, another 5, and then 3, right? So 12 out of 20. So it's more than a 50% chance that I'm going to be able to play a Look What I Found. So it was a shoot, and then I'll try the investigate for the Look What I Found. -3. And then let's just try it again. -2, there it is. We'll play the Look What I Found. Grab these 2 clues. And then I'm actually going to gamble. Do the gambling thingamahookie. And I'm going to just commit a quick thinking effective at. So I'll be 4 against... Four against 0. Reveal another token. Cancel the effects and icons of each skill card committed. Okay, well, yeah. I guess. I guess just nothing happens. That's gonna happen. I guess if that's what we're looking at. Gloria is gonna take an attack against the devotee of the key. That's 7 against 3. Is that as bad as things can be right now? That's approximately as bad as things can be, right? Technically, these are worse, right? So, yeah. -3, so it does hit, but she takes a horror from the attack, and it deals 2 damage to him. Make sure, yeah, my chaos bag's still correct. And then she'll attack him again, using the other action for no particular reason. Okay. Okay. That's tremendously funny to me, but kind of not good, because, okay, anyways. I guess it is what it is. And then she shall... what shall she do? She'll do an investigate here, right? Is 2 up good enough? No, I don't think she does an investigate last action. Whoops. I think that she plays an emergency cache for 1, 2, 3 and a card. That's a shortcut. Okay. Okay, so that's them. Boom, boom. Upkeep, upkeep. Zebulon. There we go. That'll be nice. That's a really good... That's a good pull. Getting Zebulon into play next turn will be really handy. Alright, 6 out of 12 Doom. We're looking at the Right's Howl. Discard the top 3 cards of each Investigator's deck. Oh dear. Not good. Not good, not good, not good. Each Investigator at an altered location shuffles each... Stumbling over my words. Shuffles each weakness. Doesn't happen. Another Thrall. Location with the most clues. Oh, were they tied for clues at that time? Okay, well, that's just... Okay, well, I shoved it off onto him because he could deal with it, I guess. So she didn't have to do that many attacks in one turn. But now it's definitely on her. So, let's go with Skids first. He's going to move back. He's going to gamble for 0 against 3. -2. Yeah, we'll take a look at the top card of our deck and draw it. That's fine. Got 2 of those. That's nice. I think he'll take the shot on the Thrall as his second action there. So he's 7 against 2. Uh-oh. 0, nothing. Okay, so he's dead. This readies. And then last action, he's going to... What is he going to do last action? I think he's going to play the emergency cache and hope that this top card isn't Paranoia. I feel really silly. Alright, Gloria, what are you going to do, my dear? You are going to play Zebulon. You are going to play your Necronomicon. And then you're going to use those to investigate here. 4, 5, 6, 7 against 4. It's currently -1, which grabs a clue and then spends it, and then puts an altered location, diverging path into play, excuse me. 1 and 1. Parallel Fates, that'll be nice to see next turn, I think. 7 out of 12. Testing 4. Sorry, testing 5. So I think he's just going to be losing a lot of his deck here. There's a whole lot of point in investing in this one. Yeah, why -5, so discarding the top 5 cards of his deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here, we're getting a Lupine Thrall, location farthest from you. So I think technically that's the Sentinel Peak, right? You cannot move into the... Yes, okay. So that is the Sentinel Peak. Okay. Okay, so he's going to be preparing for this fight. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Lonnie. No, we'll go with Gloria first. I think she wants to go there. After you reveal that place 1 Doom on... Oh, shit. That's not good. Investigate. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues, remove a Doom. Okay, so she's going to have to do that for a little bit. Because we don't really want to lose all that Doom. So 7 against 3. That's 1 Doom gone. Wire Rose. That's 1 Doom. And then... yeah, fuck it. We'll do it again, but we'll commit this Glimpse the Unthinkable. Yeah, so those Doom are gone. All right, so that wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't like awful either. She's actually just gonna shortcut back before her turn's over, I guess. So she doesn't have to deal with that shit. Yeah, so then we come back to Skids. 1, 2, 3, 4 with Lonnie. There's Lonnie. Oh, you know what? I don't remember. Do I have a... I do have a leather jacket, so that's a possibility. And he does have a charisma, which I think I was forgetting about. I hadn't really considered that when I chose Earl, or chose the Brett over Earl. I was really just thinking combat, combat, combat. Okay, let's gamble and let's put no money into it. -3. I will play a daring maneuver, so that I'm succeeding by 3 and drawing a card. So I get +3 value and I draw a card, and then I am succeeding by 3, and I look at the top 3 cards and draw one of them. Well, let's draw the hospital. That's and we will play Dr. Armitage. And draw a card, which we will discard with Armitage for 1, 2, 3 resources, and then spend 2 resources on the debts. Okay. That's him. This hunter moves here. Upkeep, upkeep. On the lamb. Cool. Okay. Not super useful, but interesting. 8 out of 12. Okay. I'll be fighting for an awful lot against him, but I will need more ammo soon, I guess. And over here we've got a conglomeration of spheres. Ah. Oh, bad touch. That's not good. Because we're already running low on ammo. Thank God I got all these backstabs. So how do we want to do this? I think he's got to, like... Yeah, that's not good. It's not good. He can 2-tap this guy, and she can 2-tap him, and then this guy's on us, who will have to backstab a turn later. So I think the question is just who goes first, and I think that Skids just goes first in this instance. Ooh, dear. I think she's going to be eating it to Beyond the Veil. Yeah, I think Skids is going to go first, and he's going to use Beretta against the conglomeration. So he is 8 against 1. First action. -4. 8 against 1, that means I am 4 against 1, and I will have to use a daring maneuver to get +3 so I can ready it and deal 3 damage. But if that's 8 against 1, That becomes a -1 is 7 against 1, so I succeed by 6. So I'll look at the top, or the entire deck there. And I will draw a leather jacket. And then I'm actually just going to play it. Then I'll shoot him again with the Beretta. -1, which kills him. I guess I could evade him. Is there any point in evading this guy? Not sure if there's much point in evading him. It does make it so that she like basically can't accidentally hit me. But again, I don't know if that's really that useful. I guess I could sneak by, but I'm going to draw that weakness in a moment. So last action, I will... I mean, it doesn't hurt to do an evade, does it? Discard the top 2 cards of my deck? Yeah, I'll just do an evade. -1. Hey, look at that. He's evaded. So now I don't have to worry about her hitting me. Let's just bid the buck into a gamble. So I'm 2 up. Okay, so I discard the top 2 cards. -4. Okay, so I lose the puck. But I know that my paranoia is either next or the one after. Okay, so Gloria, we're going to do a shot against him. He is a 2/4/3 when I'm using the Shriveling. -2, that just does 2 damage. And then again, -1, that does 2 damage, so he's defeated as well. Last action, what is she going to do? Is she is going to... I think she's going to do the investigate here, this last investigate. Boom, boom. 7 against 4. 0. So we do put this last diverging path in play. Yeah, I don't think... Oh no, some of them can connect this way. Okay, yeah, some of them can. Not many, none yet, but some of them can. Okay. And that was that last clue. So that's them. He walks down and he engages her and attacks for 1 and 1. So 1 and 1. And then we ready. There's Earl. Let's see. I think we're going to use Armitage to discard Earl for $1, $2, $3 because we need to be able to backstab this guy this turn. She got her next Shriveling. That's nice. 9 out of 12 Doom. We're going to do him first. Beyond the Veil. Oh, well, he's toast. Yeah, I think we're dead. Let's see. Can you survive this? Oh, yeah, no, you can survive this. Sweet. That surges. And a Devotee of the Key. Okay. Over to Gloria. She gets the Light of a Forgamon, which I believe that she has to ward, because that will kill... That will result in this Beyond the Veil killing Skids like 100% of the time. Not just kind of. So, Skids has to go first. And I think the way that that has to happen is that he says... Let's see. I think he goes 1, 2, 3 to backstab the Lupine Thrall. He's currently 4 against 4, and he commits his On the Lam to be 3 up. Yeah, I think that's the best we can do, unfortunately. Oh, no, why did I click that? -5, yep. Sneak by this guy. 1 up. But I gain the 2 resources. And then, I mean, I guess... don't really have any options. I'll try to backstab him again. -1. So it does kill him. But that was a catastrophic turn. Yep. Okay. That's Skids. Gloria still gets to go. She's going to take 2 resources. No, she's not going to take 2 resources. She's going to move to the diverging path. Or if you have no actions remaining. Okay. Then she's going to investigate 6 against 2. Successful. And then, whoops. And then 6 against 2. Auto fail, of course. There's that. So he's going to attack for 1 and 1, which is going to go here and here. Yeah. That sounds okay. And then the upkeep is going to happen, where he's going to draw that, then take 10 damage and discard this. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, at the end of the enemy phase, he already moved off of me up to here. So Armitage is toast. And I guess that means I put the horror over here earlier, right? From this guy's attack? That makes sense. So Armitage is toast. My leather jacket's toast. And this gets discarded. Whew. And then Gloria with Alyssa. Okay. 10 out of 12. Not good. Sentinel Hill location. Tests 4. Who fails takes 2 damage. Alright, well. Testing 4 over here. -1. So he's got to take 2 damage. That's 1, 2. God. It's not good. It's not good. All right. She's going to test, 7 against 2. Get that last clue. And I believe this says, when we have collected the requisite number of clues, we must immediately spend them in advance. So remove all clues from each location of play. Reveal the ascending path. She will walk back. And then 1, 2, 3, play the Shriveling to have another spell. And I guess, yeah, that's that. Skids is going to draw a card, which is going to trigger a shuffle and a horror. And then he's going to gamble for none, -1, so he succeeds by 2. Look at the top 2 cards of the deck and choose to keep. Let's see, we'll keep Earl Sawyer. And then we will take a resource and play Dr. Henry Armitage. Because this is our only lifeline of not dying. Okay, that's fine. Enemy phase. At the end of the enemy phase, he moves towards the Sentinel Peak. And that's going to add 2 Doom right on the turn that this... We're going to be on turn 11. It'll add 2 to get it to 13 or whatever, and then it'll go to 14 in advance. So that's actually pretty good timing. So, upkeep. This is getting real dicey. She's toast when she draws her through her deck, though. So I need her to clear this so that he can get up here and try and finish it off, I guess. So 11 out of 12 Doom. Flip each non-Sentinel Hill location in play to its unrevealed side, removing all clues from it. Each investigator and enemy at the flip location moves to the Sentinel Hill location and shuffle them so they don't know which is which. So those all flip. We shuffle them all. And we drop them back out. But that doesn't really matter too much. Test 5. We are at 5, 6, and we're just going to use those to be at 7, 8. Yep. 8 against 5, -1. We're not going to be triggering that ability. So, over here for Skids, he's going to draw a card. We're going to discard that Unexpected Courage for 3 resources. 2, 3. We're going to 1, 2, 3 play Earl. And then we're going to move up into the Ascending Path. She's going to move up into the Ascending Path. She's going to hit the Necronomicon for 2 resources. And she's going to play her Parallel Fates. The top 4 cards of the deck. We're going to discard, no, we're going to look at one more. We're going to discard this Conglomeration of Spheres, and then we're going to pull a token to see if we get to rearrange them, and we do. Let's put the Thrall at the end. Let's do a Spaces in Between and a Need for Knowledge, which is going to do a Resurgent Evil. I think that'll be the order of the top of the deck. Right? End of the enemy phase, he gets discarded, and we get 2 Doom here. Upkeep, upkeep. Yep. 14 out of 12 Doom. Or, yeah, 14 out of 12. Shuffle the encounter discard pile in the encounter deck. Fuck. Okay. Okay, so that happens, which we've already kind of done. Impressive Miss, attacks to your location. After Investigator at this location draws one or more cards, must test 3, fails, choose and discard an equal number of cards. Okay, so Skids will be removing that, I believe. Skids is actually going to gamble with his cigarette case. Yeah, do the gamble with no money. Okay. Whoops. 1, -1. So we do get to look at the top 2 cards of the deck and add 1 to hand. We'll add a Nimble, I guess. Not really much choice there. Ooh, yeah, we shuffle after that. He's going to remove the Oppressive Mists. Oh, no, we remove the Oppressive Mist first, and then we do the gamble. Yeah. And then he is going to simply draw a card. Okay. That's Skids. He really needs a Beretta, but I guess it kind of is what it is. So let's investigate here with a Burning the Midnight Oil for 2 resources. We'll be at 5, 7 against 4. Get one of the clues and immediately put one of those out. It's the same effect, right? Yep. Then we'll play another Arcane Studies. And then we'll do it again. 7 against 4. -1, so we get that clue, which puts out another Altered Path. Oh yeah, right. I didn't really read this part, but that's fine. The old ones... Oh god, the old ones where the old ones are, and the old ones shall be. Not in the spaces we know them, but between them. They walk serene and primal, undimensioned, and to us unseen. Yog-Sothoth knows the gate. Yog-Sothoth is the gate. Yog-Sothoth is the key and the guardian of the gate. Past, present, future, all are one in Yog-Sothoth. He knows where the old ones broke through of old, and where they shall break through again. He knows where they have trod earth's fields, and where they shall tread them. Sorry, and where they still tread them, and why no one can behold them. Cool. Okay, upkeep. Okay. 1 out of 10 doom. An inexplicable cold. We'll commit an innimble and a quick thinking to this. So we'll be 4, 5, 6, 7 against 4. Fucking auto fail, man. Okay, well, we get to discard 1 card from our play area. Discard 1 card from our hand and take 2 damage, I think. No, we'll discard this as well. I think that's what we're doing with that one. Because we can use the Daring Maneuver in the Lucky Cigarette case to like get some better cards and cycle a little more. That surges. I have no clues, so that surges. And a Crazed Shoggoth. Nearest altered location. Okay. That's really unfortunate to show up now, because I kind of don't have a way to deal with it. Okay, so during the like Mythos phase one right here, he's gonna do his test, which he's gonna do 3 against 0. 0 and 0. So he succeeds by 3. So we'll play the Daring Maneuver to succeed by 6, which draws us a card, and then we look at the top 6 cards for a card, and we'll grab the Beretta. I guess Skids will go. He'll draw a card, discarding it with Henry for 1, 2, 3. Play a Beretta for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he really can't get hit by that, so he's going to walk over here. If you have 2 or more actions remaining, place 1 Doom on the current agenda. Okay, cool. Oh, he doesn't have Hunter. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Over here, she's going to 1, 2 to try and find this last altered location, because we really don't want to go find him. How many clues do we need now? 2 clues per investigator. Okay. Are there any connections going on here? No, because those are all face down now. She will move to this one, I guess. Oh my god. And she'll do an investigate 5, 6, 7. Getting one of those clues. Holy shit. Okay, those aren't connected or anything, though. Okay, so upkeep and upkeep. Ah! Ooh, look what I found. That's not super useful, but it's better than nothing. 2 out of 10 Doom. Location with the most clues, so that does spawn on him. Need for knowledge, so she is testing 5 against 1, I guess. We'll use one of those to be 6 against 1, just in case. Yep. She's going to investigate here. 6 against 2. She'll investigate here. 6 against 2. -3. It's successful. And she'll walk back to the central location. He's going to first do his shenanigans with the Daring Maneuver lucky cigarette case. So 3 against 0. -1, so we're going to say that we succeed by... no, we're okay. We'll just look at the top 2 cards. Lucky. That is exactly what we needed. So we're going to evade him, 3 up. He's evaded. Her? Yeah, her. And he's going to draw a card. And then we're going to investigate here, 3 against 4. We'll go 4 against 4? No, I don't want to draw. Yeah, 3 against 4. -3. So if I play the lucky, I am getting +2. So I'm back up to 2. And I've failed by 2. So I'm discovering 2 clues for my location. And then last action, I'll move here. And Gloria will spend 2 resources to put 2 on hospital debts. That's them. Upkeep and upkeep. 3 out of 10 doom there. Lupine Thrall, the location farthest from me, so that's over here, I believe. Well, let's just put him there so we don't forget about it. And you get flip each non-Sentinel Hill location to its unrevealed side, removing all clues from it. Each investigator and enemy at the flip location moves to the nearest Sentinel Hill location, so these guys both are here, and these get flipped and shuffled. So, do either of these guys have? No. So, we're going to do the Shoggoth on him and the Thrall on her, I guess, is what we'll start off with. And that's that. So, he's going to be shooting the Shoggoth a bunch of times. Could he evade it first? Probably not. I think I needed to upgrade out of those. They're not super helpful. Oh, Christ. Okay, I think he has to go first and try and kill the Shoggoth. So he's attacking 7 against 3. And with a daring maneuver in hand. Yes, okay. 7 against 3. 7 against 3, 7 against 3. If he misses, if he pulls an auto fail or a -5, then he just doesn't get to attack anymore. And I think that I'm fucked. I think I need to commit Lonnie just to make sure the -5 doesn't happen. Wait, let me do my stupid lucky cigarette case shit first, right? 3 against 0. Okay, so I do succeed by 1, so I draw a card. Okay, another daring maneuver. So we take the shot. 7 against 3, and I will commit Lonnie so that I'm 8 against 3. -0. 8 against 3 succeeds by enough, so I hit him for 3 damage and ready it. And I'll take another shot with the Beretta. I'll commit the other daring maneuver, again being 5 up. -3 is 2 up, and I will choose to deal 3 damage to him again, killing him and putting him in the victory display. And then last action, he's going to walk up to the Sentinel Peak, which is going to spend 4 clues to do so. When an investigator enters here, I advance. Approaching the peak of Sentinel Hill, you're confronted by several citizens of Dunwich. The man in the center of the circle chants in Latin, while the others bow their heads in reverence. Seth Bishop, you ask presumptively. The man in the center raises his gaze in response, confirming your suspicions. You plead with the man to stop this madness, but he doesn't respond. You draw forth the silver constellation pendant you'd found on Silas's body and present it to Seth. This is all we found of your brother, you shout over the howling wind. Is this the fate you want for yourself, for all of us? You throw the pendant onto the ground. Staggered by the sight of it, he stumbles backwards and trips over his incantation, eyes widened. As he falls, the altar behind him splits open, and a torrent of energy pours from the stone, swirling into an open gate that swallows the man whole. You barely manage to dig your heels in and grab hold of a nearby rock in time to resist the pull of the gate. Remove the set-aside Seth Bishop enemy from the game. He's not in the victory display. From the ruins of the headstone on the altar at the hill's peak, a gateway of churning, vibrant energy has appeared. A force like a hurricane erupts from the gate, bending trees and pulling debris into it. The howling of the gale drowns out all other sound. Somehow you must find a way to close the gate. Only investigators at the Sentinel Peak may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. So I need to get all the clues here. Okay, so that was his last action. She's going to take a shriveling shot against this thrall. Pretty high up, right? 6, 8 against 2. 8 against 2. -4, but it does kill him. And then she does take a horror, which is going to go on Zebby. Thanks. Zebby, that's his new name, I guess. And she's going to move up to the Sentinel's Peak. And she's going to spend all of these investigating and that for 2 resources, I guess. And then she's going to spend the 2 resources on the hospital debts. But anyways, this kind of all happens, and she's like 9 against 4. Which fails. Fuck. Oh, man. This is tight. Upkeep. Guts is like the last thing we need. 4 out of 10 Doom. I don't think he can get these clues by himself, so she really needs to pick up some clues and do it fast. Conglomeration of Spheres. That'll go on him. And a Loompine Thrall. Oh, this guy hunted there, and this guy will go there. So he needs to kill this conglomeration. So he's going to do his same gambling trick. Is this an altered location? It is not an altered location, so he gets -1. So he looks at the top 2 cards. He'll add the sneak by to hand. So we'll take a shot. He's 7 against 1. -2 is 5 against 1, so it readies and deals 3 damage. Take another shot. -2, so that kills him. It technically misreadies, I think. And then last action, he will... Oh my god, is there even any point in investigating if I'm only 1 up? Not really. I could get 2 up. That's a decent odds. I think he's just going to draw his last card. Backstab. Oh yeah, no, that'll help with the thralls, kind of. And so she needs to fucking investigate successfully a couple times, doesn't she? 5, 6, 7. Okay, so she's going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 1 clue. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. For 1 clue. And then 5, 6, 7, maybe. And playing the Dark Prophecy. I'm just as likely to hit a skull as an Elder thing. I don't think that's a good idea. No, I don't think I do that. But 4, 5, 6, 7 against that. An Elder sign. Look at the top card of the encounter deck, so I get to look at 2 of them. Let's... Can I kill him next turn? Probably. Actually, let's just keep both of them. Yeah, I'll just keep both of them, and then she gets another clue. Whew. Okay. These guys hunt here. Upkeep. I get a horror on Armitage. 5 out of 10 Doom. The Wizard of Yog-Sothoth will pop onto him, and she will draw a Resurgent Evils, which will place a Doom up here. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So let's have him attempt a backstab against this guy. 1, 2, 3. First action. Well, no. Let's do our normal. Let's do our normal 0 gamble. So that's successful by 2. So we look at the top 2 cards. We'll take a lucky for sure, and then we will 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess the lucky, I can't play it anyways, but whatever. We'll do a backstab on him, committing the sneak by, and the sneak by to be at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 against 4. Cancel the effects and icons of each skill card committed to this test. So I definitely succeed and kill him, which adds him to the victory display. Let's draw some cards to see if we can get some things to commit to her. Oh my god, the camera controls. Draw a card, see if we can get something to commit to her. A draw a card, see if we can get something to commit to her. Okay. This went into her into play at the end of, that was the upkeep phase. She's going to investigate. He's going to commit a War and Rice, so she's at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 against 4. -2. That's the last clue we needed to advance. You don't know how to close the swirling gate before you, and with each passing moment, the force from within in it grows its strength. You fear that whatever entity the sorcerers have summoned from beyond approaches. With no time to spare, you turn to the open tome on the stone altar, desperate for answers. All right, I'm going to cut it short there because I've really got to go. But that was a really fun scenario, and oh my god, that Beyond the Veil on Skids was crazy. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.